Well, I didn't look up the thing. Just fine, probably. I just remembered to refill my pill-a-day thing, so I'm doing that right now. I actually even remembered to take them today. Not great at that. The cat got some moist food, so she licked all the moisture out of it and is now probably preening her face as best she can. Other than that, I have kind of a question. It's a very minor sort of thing, but I eat apples in a way that I don't think most people do because I don't bite into them. I actually have issues with food touching and getting on my face, so... Okay, so the batteries aren't dead on that. Good. I'd been wondering. But, so, things like watermelon even, though it's mostly water, obviously the way that gets cut would usually end up with it having to eventually touch the edges of my face. And I think that's part of why I don't bite into fruit. Apples, I eat with a knife. I have to cut off wedges of it and eat them that way. And I don't think that's common. I don't think it's profoundly rare or unusual, but I think people biting into apples is the usual way people eat them. So I'm curious if there are other less standard, let's go with, ways that people eat things. Like, I know I have, or the reason why I think that and other foods end up going the way they do is because of how I feel about getting stuff on my face, which is related to texture stuff. Like anything with a greasy texture I have to go scrub off, which is why lotions would be counterproductive and why I just don't use them. Things like that. The feeling of getting food on my face is uncomfortable in a mental way, not just the actual physical feeling. So I think that's probably why. I am not inclined to test that particular hypothesis, because going out of my way to make myself uncomfortable is no. So yeah, do you have any things that you eat or maybe drink in ways that are not what you expect are the way most people do? It doesn't need to be for any particular reason or not, just I'm curious if other people have quirks in their eating habits. Yeah, she's off preening somewhere. So, oh, we hear the crinkles. Hi. She has to go across the crinkle paper to get to us. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah, you're lucky there's no smell-o-vision because you smell like moist cat food. You will definitely smell like moist cat food, which is not a good smell. Huh. It's not a good smell. But you like it anyway. She doesn't get it often. It's more of a, yeah, there you go. Look at your face. It's more of a treat on occasion. I decided I'd give her some today. Yeah. So, that's our day. And of course she licks off all the moisture first. Gravy or whatever, I also cut it with water, partially because she could use more hydration, what with the being diabetic. Apparently that impacts the peeing and whatnot, so more moisture going in is good. But also because she licks off all the gravy first, and then the rest of the food would sit there and dry out, so adding a bit more moisture to it helps her hydrate a little more, but also keeps the food from dehydrating as fast, because I want her to actually eat the food, not just drink the gravy. Huh. Yeah. Yeah.